We're very happy this week on Darshan America to welcome Raj Williams, author of a book called Divine Strength of Mind, A Profile in Courage. This is truly a survivor's tale, a person who has gone through great adversity and come out to share her story with all of us. So welcome, Raj, to the studio. We're very happy to have you.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
So it's a pretty inspiring title, Divine Strength of Mind, A Profile in Courage. What inspired you to write this book?
I believe that there is a reason we go through all of the major adversities in life, and if we do happen to come out of it, we might as well share and help other people. So the intent of writing this book was truly to tell people, if I as an ordinary person could come out of it, you can also come out of it, and give them some ideas of how I did it and help others. That's the reason. So
tell us a little bit about your story. What were some of these adversities that you encountered in your life?
Well, I first was having severe headaches in 2002, about September, October. And I just couldn't seem to get rid of it. And I ended up going to the doctors numerous times with one prescription or the other that just didn't seem to take care of my headaches. And then in March of 2003, the headaches actually took turn for the worse when I threw up and started having dizzy spells. Then I ended up in the emergency room, and I was diagnosed with good news, bad news. Good news was that I was pregnant, and the bad news was that I had a tumor at the base of my skull that had to come off immediately. So that's how it all started in 2003.
On the same day, you get the news that you're expecting a baby, yes, and that you have a brain tumor.
Yes.
Okay, so that really means adversity, as you were talking about it. How did you make it through that? How did that affect the brain tumor, and the health repercussions affect your pregnancy?
You know, that's a very good question, because there was a lot of fear that the baby may not make it through the brain surgery, because the surgery had to come first, and the doctors clearly told me that the anesthesia was the biggest threat to the unborn child. But miraculously, I think this baby had a reason to survive, because I went through the brain surgery, and about 7.5 months later, I had a healthy baby boy.
What's amazing, even further, is that your story doesn't end there with having this beautiful boy and surviving the brain tumor surgery. There was even more news coming your way?
Unfortunately, yes, and the reason in a way was because of having the baby, that they did not stay long enough to completely remove the tumor. The doctors told me the only cure for that type of a tumor was complete removal. So because I was pregnant, they did not want to keep me under anesthesia long enough, and in the process they didn't completely remove it, and it started to grow back. Okay. So in 2007, I was diagnosed with the tumor is growing back, and you have to go in for a second brain surgery. I was scheduled for a second brain surgery December 2007, and 1 week before that, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Breast cancer on top of the returning brain tumor after you survived now a second surgery. Okay.
Yes.
And the breast cancer, are you cancer free now? What is
Yes.
your status now?
I am, thankfully, thank God, I am cancer free. I've gone through 4 years now, and hopefully I'll be cancer free beyond this point. The other fear, there is a little fear about the tumor, because the second time when the doctor went in to remove the tumor, it became very complicated, because the first surgery was not done in a clean way. If it was cleanly removed, there wouldn't be all the scarring and the tissue, but it was like a jungle in there, and the doctor had to weed through a ton of nerves and all to get to the tumor. So the second time, it was really a touch and go. And the hope is that it's been completely removed. Even this doctor, who's an extremely well-known and one of 125 super surgeons, is not 100% sure that it's been completely removed. So there are some questions there.
So having gone through all of these unexpected illnesses, one after another, where did you turn for support?
the good Lord. Seriously, I did more praying during my surgeries and my cancer treatments than I've ever done before in my life. Suffice it to say, I think it helped. And also, my mother in India, she was doing her prayers, and she made a promise with my brain surgery, second brain surgery, that she would build a steeple over a temple that didn't have a steeple. And I had a lot of friends and neighbors who came out of the woodwork to support and to help. And that really helped me get through my illnesses. So I'm very thankful.
Wow. And what about your family, your immediate family?
My husband definitely was very supportive. His mother was recently diagnosed with Alzheimer's, so that kind of explained her absence then. It kind of was a little strange that she wasn't very much involved, but it's